somebody with Alzheimer's, you don't want them to give up everything that they've been able to do and to lose their identity.
It takes a lot for the person living with dementia to come to grips with that, and it does for the person, the carer, the family loved one as well.
When you live in the country, the options are not many. We don't have any public transport, so the only way to get to town, to go shopping, to visit friends, is to jump in the car.
I mean, if you're living in a city, maybe you get the opportunity to get on trams and trains and things, but in the outer suburbs where we are, you're totally reliant on a car.
For me, driving is a job, and for him it was a pleasure.
For those of us who drive, the notion of stopping can be a daunting concept to grasp. For someone with dementia, the transition away from being in the driving seat can often be incredibly confronting. It is therefore vital that people with dementia, their families and carers think about and plan ways that they can keep mobile and maintain social contacts.
I think the most important thing for people who lose their licence is to stay connected with their friends, and so visit the friends however you can do it. If that means somebody else drives, then do it. If that means the friends have to visit you, then do it.
And it just means that sometimes you go about it in a different way. As a couple, we do a lot more things together.
Sometimes it means emails or texts or something instead of physical visits.
So you've got to try and keep motivated and keep things happening, keep positive, keep looking forward to what you're doing next.
Finding out what alternative transport options are available in your local area can also be very helpful. Using them will require planning and will depend on the preferences and abilities of the person with dementia. The company of a carer may also be needed.
Alternative transport options to consider include taxis, public transport and local community transport services, which are run through your local council or other agencies. Keep the following in mind when investigating transport service options. Is there a criteria for using the service? How much does it cost? Are there concessions available? Is there a limit to the number of trips provided? Where and when does the service run? Can the payment be set up in advance? What assistance is provided? Does it include assistance from the door of departure to the door of destination?
We have a MyKey card and we use that from time to time. Again, we would probably go together.
For Dad, when he started to get his dementia and he couldn't drive, we contacted our council actually first, the Dandenong Council, and then eventually there are other community services which provide care for the elderly with dementia, and they were great. They come and they do an assessment and they work out what you need for your family. So they work out whether you need transport, whether you need care.
The challenge of increased dependence can sometimes lead to people feeling hesitant or reluctant to ask for help and assistance with getting around. Encourage family members, friends and willing neighbours to provide assistance and lifts where possible, even if you only do this occasionally.
We've got the farm for sale and we're planning to move house, and we'll go to New South Wales and we'll live within 20 minutes of Carol's younger son, where we get a little more support, a little more help.
Many people in the earlier stages of dementia can still travel independently on foot or on public transport. We recommend the use of familiar routes and carrying identification along with contact details in case the person experiences difficulties or gets lost when travelling alone.
Maintaining physical fitness is very important for everybody, and whatever can be done to provide physical activity, including things like yoga, including physiotherapy in the house, including walking the dog or just going for a stroll, whatever is possible should be done.
It may be worth exploring personal GPS devices and mobile phone apps which enable a person's location to be tracked. Gophers, mobility scooters and bicycles. these are not always safe alternatives for people with dementia. There are also other avenues of help and support. Alzheimer's Australia provides information, counselling and support to people with dementia, their families and their carers on mobility matters. For more information, visit our website at fightdementia.org.au or call the National Dementia Helpline on 1800 100 500.